Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes, no appointment necessary. See you soon.
All right, welcome to Jack Hackman Field here in Marshfield this afternoon, late afternoon, early evening here in Marshfield. It will be Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield concluding game one of their matchup from back on June 25th. Steve Mays, Braden Sutter here at beautiful Jack Hackman Field. It is 2-0 Marshfield. They scored 2 runs in the third inning on a leadoff double from Mason Anderson. Jacob Sadowska singled him in, and then he came in. Jacob Sadowski came in on a wild pitch back in late June. Rapids 1 hit. Justin Tibbetts had flown out to left before the lightning struck in Wisconsin Rapids. They tried to get this. They tried to resume this game back at the Ranger Invitational, but wouldn't you know, June, rain, thunderstorms. It was not able to be finished up there, so they decided to finish it up here, and then we will conclude the evening with a full game, the regularly scheduled game, Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield. Mason Anderson will be on the mound here for Marshfield in the bottom of the 5th inning. Josh Tokarski will lead things off for Wisconsin Rapids, coming off of a tough loss last night against Plover. Marshfield had last night off after a 3-1 weekend at Eau Claire. That one lone loss came to Eau Claire, where they got a doubleheader up. They will play a doubleheader against Eau Claire here on Saturday. Josh Tokarski to lead things off here, or with 1 out, I should say, in the bottom of the 5th inning. Wisconsin Rapids, the home team here to conclude our first matchup today. The resumption of this game. First offering from Mason Anderson is swung on and missed. Again, a beautiful night here in Marshfield. Nice quick trip up here from Wisconsin Rapids. Ground ball over to third, scooped up there from his backside over to first. Man, that would have been one heck of a play over there by Chase Robinson. And infield base hits for Josh Tokarski, the second hit of the day, or second hit of the game for Wisconsin Rapids. Now Adam Bouchard, it's a strike, gets away from Konieczny. It is a strike call to Adam Bouchard. One away, Tokarski stands at second. Marshfield coming in at 19-3 this year. Anderson fires home. Chopper to second. Plays off the grass over to first, and in time from Nathan Richardson. Bouchard is retired for the second out. That'll bring up J.J. Oswald. Runner at third, and 2 outs. Mason Anderson on the bump. Kicks and fires. In there for a strike to JJ. Regional start next week in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll have all of them in the Wisconsin Valley Regional over in Wisconsin Rapids starting on Tuesday, a week from tonight. They'll be using both fields at the Quadplex, so the regionals don't have to start until 5 o'clock instead of 1. Drops low in there for a strike. 0-2. Instead of 1, 4, and 7, have 5 and 7:30. Beneficial for parents and fans and the players. Be able to use both fields. The 0-2 here to JJ. Popped up and out of play. Look out back here on the walkway. Jacob Sadowski out in left. Dawson Luther in center. Bryce Shoddy out in right for Marshfield. Chase Robinson at third. Blake Rabb at short. Nathan Richardson at second. Bryce Erickson over at first. And Matt Konieczny catching for Mason Anderson. The 0-2 grounded over to second again. Getting the speedy Oswald to end the fifth inning. No runs, one hit, one left on. We've played 5. We go to the top of the 6th. 2-0 Marshfield. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
All right, welcome back to Jack Hackman Field here in Marshfield. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Blake Rabb will lead things off for post 54 here against Jarrett Seligowski. Josh Bush on left, Jordan Seligowski in center, and Matthew Vollard out in right. Third base is Judson Tibbetts. Shortstop is J.J. Oswald. Second base is Ethan Dillingham. And first base is Josh Tokarski. Adam Bouchard is catching for Seligowski. High and tight to Blake. 2-0 to the Auburndale graduate. Popped up, first base side. A lot of territory over there. Dillingham gives it a run and can't make it in time. Blake Rabb named our 2024-2025 Male Athlete of the Year. Zaleski Sports. He'll be featured on our magazine cover, and then some stuff written up about him inside. Sarah Shaw from Assumption, the Female Athlete of the Year. 2 balls and a strike here to Blake. Fly ball to right. Vollard coming in. On the line, it's a fair ball. And Blake Rabb will get in with a leadoff double. Tough read out there for Matthew Vollard. Just fell quickly. That'll bring up Nathan Richardson. Matt Konieczny, Mason Anderson, and Bryce Shoddy. So Marshfield with the leadoff base runner here. Mack was on the mound when these two teams met back in June. He was behind the plate to conclude this first game. Nathan Richardson back into the normal spot, the 6th spot, and at second base. There's a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. Seligowski works quickly. Brett Simonson will be on the mound for Wisconsin Rapids in Game 2. Fouled it back at the plate. for the Blue Devils in Game 2. They'll send out Tyler Cum. Rapids will have 2 more double headers to wrap up this week. Fouled at the plate again. Good job by Richardson of staying alive. They'll host Merrill in a doubleheader on Thursday and then finish out the regular season with a doubleheader against Holman on Friday. And then get ready to host the regionals next week. Ground ball to second. That's Dillingham. He's going to throw out Richardson for the first out. Rab heads over to third for the catcher, Mac Konieczny. Mac did not bat in that game. Infield plays way in. On the beautifully cut grass here at Jack Hackman Field. The host of the 2026 AAA American Legion State Tournament next summer. There's a swing and a miss. Of course, this year at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. That starts on Tuesday the 29th, 2 weeks from tonight. Or today, I guess. First game is at 10:30 for that state tournament. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball right center field. Seligowski over. That one's going to drop for a base hit. Matt Konieczny with a RBI double on a 1-2 pitch. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Mason Anderson, with a runner at second now and 1 out. Peyton Weinfurter will come in to run. Peyton Weinfurter will run for the catcher. Mason Anderson now with the runner at second. First one misses high for a ball, 1-0. MLB All-Star Game tonight. Cal Raleigh, the first ever catcher to win the home run derby last night at Atlanta. A line drive up the middle. What a hop that gave in the outfield. Wants to hit that grass. Base hit for Mason Anderson. Runners at the corners now. That'll bring up Bryce Shoddy, and then back to the top of the order. Runners at the corners and 1 out. Ground ball to second. Dillingham to short for 1. The relay not in time. Shoddy will reach out the fielder's choice. Weinfurter will come in to score, and it is 4-0. 4-0 Marshfield. That'll bring up the top of the order, and Jacob Sadowska. Jacob was 2 for 3 in that first game before the delay or before the postponement. Runner at first is Shoddy. Skips in there 2-0. Dawson Luther awaits on deck. 2 across here for Marshfield in the top of the 6th. They lead 4-0. That one bounces away from Bouchard. Shoddy not taking any chances with a speedster at the plate and ahead at 3 balls and no strikes. And 2 outs. 3 hits in the inning for Marshfield. Seligowski comes back and puts one right down the middle for a strike. Rapids will have the top of the order in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball again. Tough play to get Sadowska. And a first, not in time. A wild throw from Dillingham. Had a chance to tag Shoddy. He didn't take it, and an off-balance throw. See if they give him a... Runners at the corners. Would not be surprised if Sadowska... Shoddy gets to third on the error. Now Dawson Luther. There goes Sadowska. Throw down to second is in time, and they got him. Wow. They gunned down Jacob Sadowska, and that will end the 6th inning. Nice throw by Adam Bouchard. 2 runs come across for Marshfield on 3 hits, and there was an error. Marshfield leaves 1. We've played 5.5. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-0 Marshfield. You're watching American Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Taqueria Monarca is now open at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. Kick things up a notch with the fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything.
All right, Josh Bush to lead things off here for post 9 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Adam Bouchard with a heck of a throw. Ethan Dillingham with an even better tag on Jacob Sadowska. Just the 2nd time this summer that Jacob has been thrown out or caught stealing. A high strike there to Josh, and it's 0-1. Before that, 21 of 22. It's just a given if he's standing at first base, he's usually going to take off. And Bush is behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Yeah. The 0-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Josh Bush. One of Josh's only at-bats this summer came against Heartland in a run roll game at the Ranger Invitational, and he tripled. Mason Anderson on the hill. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Wild one high and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marshfield will conclude their season with a couple of games against Stevens Point. Tomorrow they'll host Stevens Point, and then they're at Buchholz Park on Thursday the 17th. The 2-2. Able to hold off. Count runs full to Josh. And then they conclude their regular season with a doubleheader against Eau Claire on Saturday. That'll be a good game to right before regionals. Fouls it at the plate, staying alive at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Reminder to stay tuned to ZaleskiSports.com. We'll have 3 regionals actually that we're going to be covering. 1 in each class play. And Josh walks to lead off the 6th inning. So we'll have AAA up or down in Wisconsin Rapids, technically the Wisconsin Valley Regional. AA will be in Waupaca, covering the last 2 days of the Waupaca Regional. And then we'll be over in Stratford, covering Stratford's Regional. That's single A. And then we'll have the state tournament at Buchholz Park. Ethan Dillingham looks at a strike. We'll have the AAA state tournament at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. And then we'll have a couple of crews over in New London as well for the AA state tournament. There goes Josh. A stolen base there for Josh Bush. Head first dive for the recent graduate of Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School and an employee of Zaleski Sports. The 1-1. Outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Dillingham staying alive, fouls it into the parking lot. .320 down the lines here at Jack Hackman Field. 367 to the alleys and 385 to dead center field. The 1-2. Just missed inside, not by much. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mason Anderson kicks back and fires home. Over the head of Dillingham. Counter runs full again to the second straight batter. Yeah, all-star game tonight in Atlanta. The AL has dominated the NL the last 34 years. And then the one unfortunate game, the Miller Park had just opened. They decided to hold the All-Star game there. Both teams ran out of pitchers, and they ended up in a tie. Not too many, not too pleased. From the result of that, that'll bring up Brett Simonson as we'll have a meeting on the mound. Our games tomorrow. Again, you can check all these out at ZaleskiSports.com. We got Plover at Wausau for a doubleheader. That game was one of those games was supposed to be played last week in Plover. That got moved to a doubleheader at Athletic Park tomorrow. Wisconsin Rapids will be at Everest for men's baseball. The Rapids Redhawks and the Everest Merchants. And then Stevens Point will be here tomorrow night. Thursday, Merrill and Wisconsin Rapids doubleheader at Wisconsin Rapids. Everest will be at Plover. Marshfield will be at Stevens Point, and Shawano will be at Waupaca. Friday, I have a couple of games in Eau Claire. So Eau Claire will have back-to-back doubleheaders in Eau Claire and then here in Marshfield on Friday and Saturday. Holman will be at Wisconsin Rapids. Stevens Point will be at Everest. And then we'll have the 8-man or 8-player All-Star game at UW Oshkosh as well that we'll be broadcasting once again this year. 2 on, nobody out. We play in the bottom of the 6th. Brett Simonson at the plate. First offering to Brett is fouled straight back, and it's 0-1. Rapids trailed 4-0 going into the 7th last night. They mounted a furious comeback, just unable to finish it off. They lost 4-3 against Plover last night. The 0-1 here to Brett. Swung at the high heater, and it's 0-2. Matthew Vollert on deck for Wisconsin Rapids. We play in the bottom of the 6th. Here in conclusion of a game from June. No balls and 2 strikes. Mason Anderson, a long look. Pops it up and fouled straight back. We will keep this stream alive. We will only have one stream for you tonight, just because of the situation of having just a game and a couple innings. And the 0-2, there goes Josh Bush. Swing and a miss, throw down to third is not in time. Double steal for Wisconsin Rapids. And Brett Simonson does strike out. Mason Anderson picks up a Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened. That'll bring up Matthew Vollert, 2 on and 1 out. Jordan Seligowski waiting on deck. Anderson fires home. Fowler looks at a strike of the knees, and so 1. Inside corner, gets the call, and it's 0-2. Josh Bush, Ethan Dillingham, the runners. 1 away. Matthew Vollert at the plate. Mason Anderson comes set. And meeting on the mound for Konechny and Anderson. Appreciate everyone tuning in today. We've got 4 games as well today. Of course, our game here, Stratford taking out Fall Creek. Everest is at Stevens Point, and Merrill is at Wausau. No balls and 2 strikes to Vollert. Outside corner missed by a hair, and it's 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Fouled straight back into the parking lot. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 away, 2 in scoring position for the Rangers. Mason Anderson back home on the 1-2. Breaking ball in there for a strike on the inside corner. Back-to-back Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts, and there's 2 away now for Jordan Seligowski.
Center fielder number 16, Jordan Seligowski.
Two on, 2 out now after a couple of walks and now a couple of strikeouts. Jordan bounced into a double play back in the earlier game. That was to end the 4th inning. The 0-1 here to Jordan. Ground ball back up the middle. Blake Rabb plays it across and in time to retire the side here in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left on. We've played 6 complete. We go to the 7th. It's 4-0 Marshfield. You are watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress, West 9th Street, Marshfield.
See you on the flip side.
Dawson Luther lead things off here for Marshfield in the top of the 7th inning. Dawson was at the plates when Jacob Sadowski got thrown out at second. Now the first offering to Dawson misses inside for a ball. Not by much, 2-0. Jarrett kicks and fires home. Line drive off the glove of Tibbetts at third. And leadoff base runner for Marshfield. That'll bring up Chase Robinson. Let's see what Marshfield scores that. It's got to be a hit, right? No, they gave him an error. All right. Leadoff base runner on from what Marshfield scored it. We'll go with what Marshfield has, and they gave him an error. There's a strike. That's 0-1. Luther leads from first, stays put, checks his swing, and in the dirt, throw down to second is late, and Luther will take second on the pass ball. 1-1 strike here to Chase Robinson. There's a strike to Chase. 1 strikes to the Marshfield third baseman. One-two is smashed to left field. Backing up on it is Bush to the warning track, and that one is going to hit the base of the wall. Chase Robinson with a massive RBI double. A monster shot there for Chase. That'll bring up the first baseman, Bryce Erickson. 5-0 Blue Devils. Ground ball into right field. They're going to hold the runner. Erickson will get into first. So now runners at the corners for Blake Rabb, who doubled the lead off the resumption of this game. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Outside corner gets the call. It's 0-1. Ground ball into the Marshfield dugout. And Blake is behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Erickson at first. Robinson at third. Nobody out here. High and tight. Spinning out of the way was Rabb. Oh, and that one gets Blake that time. So bases are loaded now for Nathan Richardson. Bases are loaded and nobody out. First one to Nathan Richardson is high and away. Inside corner misses. So an error on a line drive, a double, a single, and a hit by pitch here for Marshfield in the top of the 7th. And Seligowski misses again on the inside corner. Squares the bunt, baits him and misses. So Richardson will get a RBI the easy way on a 4-pitch walk. That'll bring up Mac Konieczny with nobody out. The 1-0. 6 in a row out of the zone for Jarrett Seligowski. The 3-0. Three balls and a strike here to Konieczny. 6-0 Blue Devils. Seligowski wheels back home, and it's going to be a bases-loaded walk anyway, and Konieczny will pick up an RBI. Station to station for for the Blue Devils. That'll bring up Mason Anderson. And Peyton Weinferter will come in to run for Mack, and meeting on the mound for Cord Halber.
The pinch runner is number 1, Peyton Weinferter.
All right, runners Blake Rabb at third, Nathan Richardson at second, and Peyton Weinferter at first for Marshfield. Bases are loaded, still nobody out here in the top of the 7th. 7-0 Blue Devils. First one to Mason is in there for a strike. Seligowski works quickly inside, and it missed him. Not by much. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two and 1 to Mason. Ground ball to third and foul. Count runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still nobody out here in the top of the 7th. The 2-2. Swung and fouled into the mitts, and Anderson is down via the strikeout. First down of the inning. That'll bring up Bryce Shoddy. He reached out a fielder's choice in the previous inning, back in the 6th. First offering from Seligowski misses outside for a ball, 1-0. 8th hitter of the inning here for Marshfield. Get an error, double, single, hit by pitch, back-to-back walks, and a strikeout. Seligowski gets the call on that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jarrett fires home. Outside, didn't get that one. 2-2. Bashard tried to pull that one back in. 3-1. And another walk for Seligowski. And that'll bring up Jacob Sadowska, station to station for the Blue Devils, and there's one away for Sadowska. Reached on an error back in the 6th. Bases are loaded and one out. First one at the knees for a strike. 9th hitter of the inning for Marshfield. They lead 8-0. A late strike call there. 0-2. One ball and 2 strikes to Sadowska. The 1-2 back to Jacob. Bounces in there. Counter runs even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 coming back. Ground ball to short. To second for 1. Across and not in time. Good scoop there by Tokarski. Run will come in. Shotty out at second. Then I bring up Dawson Luther, who led the inning off with a line drive to third, resulting in an error. 5 runs here in the 7th, and it's 9-0 Marshfield. First one to Dawson is in there for a strike. The 10th hitter of the inning for post 54. One ball and 1 strike. Weinfurter, the runner at third. Sadowska at first. Jared Seligowski fires home. There goes Sadowska, and Luther fouls it down the first base line, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 away. Ground ball right to Seligowski. He steps and throws the first and ends the 7th inning. 5 runs across from Marshfield. They lead 9-0. We go to the bottom of the 7th. You're watching American Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Go to the bottom of the 7th. Justin Tibbetts to lead things off, followed by Josh Tokarski and Adam Bashard. Here in the bottom of the 7th, 9-0 Marshfield. They've scored 7 runs since our resumption of this game. Tibbetts fouls it back and out of play, 0-1. Would imagine probably be a pretty quick little turnaround and get game 2 underway. Anderson misses high, and it's 1-1. Get the lineups chalked into the scorebook and get ready to go. There's a swing and a miss. Bounces away from Konechny. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pretty similar lineup for Josh Metz and the Blue Devils in game 2. Of course, we'll go through that once we get to that point. 1-2 misses high, and it's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Tibbetts goes down swinging, and there's one away here in the 7th. That's another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Strikeout number 3 for Mason Anderson. That'll bring up Josh Tokarski.
First baseman, number 19, Josh Tokarski.
First offering to Josh. The spinner in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hard hit to third. It's a fair ball into left field, and a one-out base hit for Josh Tokarski. He's got 2 of the 3 hits in this game for Wisconsin Rapids. The only other hit came in the 4th inning from Matthew Vollert, and then he got doubled off. That'll bring up Adam Bouchard. Bouchard with the runner at first. Bouchard fouls it out of play, 0-1. Grounded out to Richardson at second base back in the 5th. He was the second batter when we came back to play. Popped up first base side, giving it a look is Erickson, but he'll drift out of play. And Bouchard behind 0-2. Anderson fires back. Misses just a touch inside, 1-2. We've got Adam catching game 2 here as well. Right back up the middle and into center field. Bouchard singles. The runners at first and second now with 1 out for J.J. Oswald. Now they'll have, and we'll go through that, of course, when we start things up for game 2. And Brett Fox will be the courtesy runner for Bouchard. Brett Fox at first. Oswald looks at a strike, and it's 0-1. It'll be Tyler Cumm and Brett Simonson on the mound in game 2. There's a strike. Spins it on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Anderson shakes one off. Gets the second one he likes. Tokarski and Fox, the runners. The 0-2. Ground ball to second. Tough play. Richardson plays it on a hop over to first and retires Oswald. Runners advance for Josh Bush.
Left fielder, number 18, Josh Bush.
2 away now for Josh. Bush walked and was left stranded at third. Back in the 6th. Anderson fires back home. Wild one outside, 1-0. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Josh. On this beautiful Tuesday night here in Marshfield. Ground ball to short. That's Blake Rabb over there across, and that'll do it here in game number 1. Marshfield wins it 9-0 over the Wisconsin Rapids Post-9 Rangers. We will take a short little break. We won't come back. We won't have a post-game or anything after game 1. We'll get game 2 lineups written in, and we'll start in 10 minutes. All right. I like it. We'll be back after this on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivery.com. Good. All right. 3-pitch strikeout to lead things off for Tyler Cum to J.J. Oswald. That's the Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the number one choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened. Ethan Dillingham now at the plate for Wisconsin Rapids, followed by Brett Simonson, Matthew Vollert, Justin Tibbetts, Eli Graff, Adam Bashard, Jarrett Seligowski, and Josh Bush. A late scratch to the lineup was Jordan Seligowski on that diving play that he tried to make. In game one, hurt his shoulder and was scratched from the lineup. And so Jarrett will be playing, and he will be at third base. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside for a strike, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We'll go through the defensive alignment here in just a moment for Marshfield. The 1-2 coming back. Ground ball foul into the Rapids dugout. One ball and 2 strikes. Fouls into the mid. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tyler, and there's 2 away. Another Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Now to bring up the pitcher, Brett Simonson. Tyler fires back right down the middle for a strike. Konechny was set up in the right-handed batter's box, but Tyler put it right down the gut. Simonson, fly ball to center. Peyton Weinfurter is there, and that'll end the top of the first inning. 3 up, 3 down. We've played a half an inning. It's Rapids nothing. Marshfield coming up. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Jacob Sadowski to lead things off for Marshfield here in the first inning. Again, this is the regularly scheduled game. And we're pretty close to on time here. Brett Simonson on the mound. And the first offering from Brett works fast to Sadowski, misses outside for a ball. Sure we get all of our friendly folks here. Simonson behind 2-0. Brett works fast. Ground ball to Oswald. Tough play against Sadowski across the diamond and in time. Nice play by JJ. And there's 1 up and 1 down. That'll bring up the shortstop, Blake Rabb. Shuta Funeral Services in Stevens Point and Plover is here to help you with all of your funeral needs with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shootafuneral.com. That's shootafuneral.com. Justin Tibbetts out in the left, Josh Bush in center, Matthew Vollard in right for Wisconsin Rapids. Jarrett Seligowski at third, J.J. Oswald at short, Ethan Dillingham at second, Eli Graff at first. And Adam Bouchard back behind the plate for Wisconsin Rapids, catching Brett Simonson. Keep an eye on that MLB All-Star game tonight. Fly ball into the parking lot, 1-2. Good contingency from both teams here. Fouls it back into the screen. Saw Pittsville head coach Justin Rayburn as I was walking in, of course, seeing his two Panthers, Logan Zickert and Dawson Luther. Neither of them in the lineup here in Game 2. And check swing missed low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a historic year, of course, for the Pittsville Panthers baseball team. The 2-2. And Simonson bounces it in there. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tries to loosen up that landing spot on the mound. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Blake Rapp. Ground ball to Dillingham at second. Bobbles it to first. A wild one there for Ethan. And Blake is going to take second. So an error on Ethan Dillingham. No. That looks like I don't think that's Ethan Dillingham. I think that's Hahn. There's a swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. In there, 4 strike to Robinson. No balls and 2 strikes. That's tie for a ball. The 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Chase Robinson. Kicks and fires back. Fly ball to left. Tibbetts ranging over. And he's going to make the catch. On the fly ball out to left field. What a song by Aiden Cherney. I love it. I was jamming out to Nickelback on the way up here. Used to be the theme song or the opening song for WWE, and big fan of the song. Nice choice there by Aiden Cherney. So right now what I have figured out here, I believe that's Owen Hahn. Again, We will confirm that here in just a moment. Ground ball to Seligowski, off of Seligowski, and they're going to hold Rab at third. Hard hit ball to third. See if Marshfield has it up on their... I don't think Rapids does a live game changer. We'll see. I'll see if Marshfield has it updated here. Oh, that's high school. Don't want to scroll that far. Nathan Richardson, the DH, with runners at the corners. Drops low for a ball, 1-0. Yep, they do have Owen Hahn at second base. So that is a change there as well. Pretty sure Ethan batted, though. Ground ball to Oswald at short. He'll take it himself to end the first inning. No runs, no hits, a couple of errors, and a couple of runners left on base for Marshfield. We played one complete. It's Rapids nothing, Marshfield nothing. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
All right, Matthew Voller to lead things off for Wisconsin Rapids here in the visitor half of the second inning. Reminder, for expertise, honesty, and stellar service, look no further than Heritage Auto Body. Their team of professionals uses the latest technology to ensure that your vehicle comes back to you looking like new. They provide free estimates and work with your insurance company to make it easy for you. Heritage Auto Body on Heritage Drive on Marshfield's south side. The 0-1. Fouls it at the plates. Does Vollerton. It's 0-2. Again, the Legion Regionals in Wisconsin Rapids begin a week from tonight. Double elimination. Plover and Wausau will lead things off. On the north field, the main varsity field, there's a swing and a miss, and Tyler Kump picks up his third Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout, and there's one away here in the second for Justin Tibbetts. So Plover Wausau at 5 o'clock on Tuesday on the north field, and then Wisconsin Rapids will take on Stevens Point on the north field. And then the south field, it will be DC Everson, Marshfield, DC Everson, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids both at 7:30. And then it gets to the fun of who loses which game, who wins which game, and then throwing them in a bracket and seeing who's going to play when. There's a strike to Tibbetts. Yeah. 1-1 misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Justin. The 2-2 here to Tibbetts. Got him looking on the outside corner. Backwards K that time. There's 2 away. The 4th Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Tyler Cum. 2 outs for Eli Graff. Tyler kicks and fires the lefty home. High, nope. Strike called. The 0-1 here from Tyler. That one's behind Graff. Dancing out of the way, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. George Seligowski out there getting a ball behind home plate. Probably wasn't expecting to play in game 2, but got the late call, and he is out there playing third tonight. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tyler stares in. The lefty fires home. And check swing foul. Look out. Made it just over the just through the opening there in the fence. The 1-2 back. Fly ball to left. Backing up on it is Sadowska. That one's going to get to the wall. Oh, going to stop right before the warning track, but a 2-out double for Eli Graff. Hit that grass and just died out there. But Graff stands at second with a double. That'll bring up Adam Bouchard, the catcher. First hit of the game belongs to Wisconsin Rapids here in the second. Even as fast as Sadowska is, was unable to track that one down. And now Bouchard at the plate. That's going to be hit hard to left. Chasing it is Sadowska, and he's going to dive, and it's going to slice foul. Timing on the last 2 swings for Wisconsin Rapids have been there. Just a little bit early that time for Bouchard. Runner at second is Eli Graff with 2 outs. Breaking ball stayed high, and it's 2-2. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Outside missed. 2-1. Jarrett Seligowski on deck. Tyler kicks and fires the 2-1. Popped it up straight back and out of play, and we run it back at 2-2. It's time to get your pool ready for summer. Contact Regal Plumbing and Heating in Marshfield, your local BioGuard dealer, for the products and expertise to do it right. Still got a couple of weeks left, about a month and a half before school starts. Ground ball to Rabb at short. Blake steps and fires and ends the second inning. No runs, a base hit, and 1 left. We played 1.5. It's Marshfield nothing, Rapids nothing. You're watching American Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
All right, Bryce Shoddy to lead things off for Marshfield here in the second inning, followed by Mac Konieczny and Bryce Erickson for post 54. First offering to Shoddy is in there for a strike. Half swing, check swing over to Hahn at second, and just able to get it over there. Shoddy was hustling, and there's one away on the 4-3 putout. And quickly, 0-2 to Konieczny. Brett works fast, one of the fastest in the area, and he gets a 3-pitch strikeout to Konieczny, and there's 2 away. First strikeout for Brett tonight. That'll bring up Bryce Erickson. First offering here to the Marshfield first baseman is in for a strike. Fouls into the mitt. No, out of the mitt of Bouchard, but it's a strike, 0-2. Brett's ready right away, even before Erickson is back in the box. The 0-2. Fouls it up and out of play down the right field side. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. Simonson picks up a pair of strikeouts. A quick second inning for Brett. We've played 2. It's still scoreless. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 16 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now. Choose drunken chicken, BLT, western, mac and cheese, sweet chili chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has broasted chicken, fish sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back to Marshfield. Jared Seligowski to lead things off here for Wisconsin Rapids. Tyler Cum has given up one hit, struck out four. Seligowski, Bush, and then Oswald. It is Owen Hahn who is in the hole. Or, excuse me, J.J. Oswald is in the hole, and then Owen Hahn is in the due up fourth in the inning. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Seligowski. Tyler Cum kicks and fires. Swung at the high heater, and it's 1-2. Again, Jarrett, a late add to the lineup here in Game 2. His brother Jordan was scheduled to play in center field, but got hurt in Game 1 on a diving attempt when he was in center field. So then Cord Halber switched some lineup around and ground ball over to third. Backing up over there is Robinson across. Nice throw there by Chase. And there's one away. That'll bring up Josh Bush, the center fielder, with J.J. Oswald on deck. See if we can even tune in here to the All-Star game. Fly ball to right, shallow right field. Shotty coming in, and he makes the shoestring catch for the second out. Yeah, we'll see if they even have that All-Star game on Fox tonight. There is a tornado warning up by Phillips and Park Falls and all the way to the northern part of the state, but looks like they are showing the All-Star game on the normal TV. The Detroit Tigers, with the best record in baseball, have the starting pitcher in the AL, Tariq Skubal. Does that sound right? Yeah? Tariq. The 0-1 to JJ, chopped foul up along first, and it's 0-2. Owen Hahn is on deck for Wisconsin Rapids. Still scoreless in the top of the third. The 0-2 here to JJ. Fouls it off the end of the bat, staying alive. What a year Cal Raleigh has had for Seattle. Milwaukee is going to be in Seattle at the beginning of next week. After the All-Star break, they head to Los Angeles for 3 games. The 0-2 to JJ, misses inside, and then they head up to the Pacific Northwest to take on the Mariners. Only a game behind the Cubbies at the All-Star break. High chopper to short, over to Blake, across, and in time to retire Oswald and end the third inning. 3 up, 3 down. We've played 2.5. Still scoreless. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Peyton Weinfurter will lead things off here in the home half of the third inning. Hiller's True Valley is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Check out current promotions and get great deals on Milwaukee tools today. Hiller's True Value in Marshfield. Peyton Weinfurter at the plate. One ball, no strikes to the Marshfield center fielder. 2-0. Jacob Sadowska waits on deck. Simonson needs a new baseball. The 2-0. This is outside, 3-0. And Peyton Weinfurter walks on 4 pitches, the number 9 hitter. And the North All-Stars, or not the North. National League. I was going to get there. The NL up 2-0 already through the first 3 batters. A bloop single, a infield single, and then a 2 RBI base hit for whoever just batted. The 1-1. Fouls it. Straight back onto the walkway behind us. The guy for the Diamondbacks. One ball and 2 strikes. Weinfurter stands at first with nobody out. Now Freddie Freeman. Freddie struggled big time in the Brewers series when they came to Milwaukee and got swept. There goes Weinfurter. Fly ball to left. That is trouble. Tibbetts. It's a fair ball, and it gets past Justin. And it's going to be a double for Sadowska. And now 2 in scoring position for Blake Rabb. Tibbetts just could not quite get there. Two in scoring position here for Marshfield. Infield plays in for Wisconsin Rapids. Opportunity here for Blake. Fouls it straight back. Chase Robinson awaits on deck. Drops low for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Drops a bit low. 2-1. Three and 1 now to Blake. And a 5-pitch walk to Rabb. That'll bring up Chase Robinson. Second walk of the inning. Bases are loaded. Nobody out here for Marshfield. Robinson a fly out to left field his first time up. Simonson. Fly ball right center field. That is trouble. That one's going to split the gap and get all the way to the warning track. Cut off by Bush. 1 will score. 2 will score. 3 will score. An 3 RBI triple for Chase Robinson. Blake Rabb was right on Sadowska's heels. And a 3 RBI triple for Chase Robinson. And Marshfield jumps out 3-0 here in the third. Couldn't have asked for much better speed on the base paths for Marshfield with hitting. You got Weinfurter at third, and then Sadowska and Rab right behind him. That is pretty good speed. You one high and tight to Aiden Cherney, who reached on an error back in the first. 3-0 Marshfield here in the third. Check swing and miss the low and away. 2-1. High fly ball, shallow left field. Shortstop Oswald back on the grass makes the catch for the first out. That's one away now for Nathan Richardson. Reached on a fielder's choice, or he was retired to end the first inning. First offering in there for a strike to Nathan Richardson. Brett fires home and hits the outside corner. 0-2 now. It's a beautiful night here in Marshfield. The 0-2 fouled at the plate. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted local and affordable service. The 0-2. Line drive to right. That one's going to fall in front of Allert. Another base hit, and it gets past Matthew. And Richardson is going to try for second, and he's into second. So a base hit for Nathan Richardson, and then a E9 to allow him to get to second. It'll be an RBI base hit. So a base hit and an error. Still only one out now for Bryce Shoddy. Shoddy looks at a strike. 4 here in the third for Marshfield. Still only one out. Long pause this time for Brett. Time is called by Shoddy. Put more spring in your step at Blues Hair Studio in Marshfield. Get your locks cut, colored, styled, and looking fresh as summer temperatures heat up. Blues Hair Studio is open Monday through Friday with appointment times to match your schedule. Get an online appointment at blueshairstudio.com. Got a couple of other games going on here on Zaleski Sports tonight. Go through those here in a minute. Foul straight back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Appreciate everyone tuning in to our game tonight here on Zaleski Sports. Steve Maves, Braden Sutter from beautiful Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Simonson kicks and fires again. Line drive to left, hooking foul, slicing foul. Stevens 0.1, Everest nothing. And then Merrill and Wassa will start up at about 8 o'clock at Athletic Park in Wassa. The 1-2. Just golfs it to shallow left field. That's a tough play. That's going to get down for a base hit. Bryce Shoddy golfs it into left. And another base hit for Marshfield. Their 4th of the inning. Not much you can do if you're Brett Simonson except tip your hat to Bryce Shoddy. Went down and got that one. First one to Mack, misses away. Marshfield's going to be a tough out next week, no doubt about it. There are 2 losses in conference. That's going to be down the right field side and foul. Their 2 losses in conference came to Wassa. Wassa has Merrill this week. One to first. Oh, it gets past Graff. And they're going to hold the runner at third base. They're going to be loaded again here in the 3rd inning. Konechny with a line drive past Graff and another hit, third in a row, and that'll bring up the 9th hitter of the inning, Bryce Erickson. And you bring in Dawson Luther to courtesy run for Mack. Talk about the speed that they had at the top of the order. You got Richardson at third, Bryce Shoddy at second, and Dawson Luther at first base. Still only one out. Opportunity to blow this one open if you're Marshfield, leading 4-0. Live pass, third and fair. One will score, two will score. Tibbetts slips in left. Luther is going to get to third. So a 2 RBI base hit for Bryce Erickson. My goodness. Clinic here in the third inning. That'll bring up the 10th hitter of the inning, Peyton Weinfurter. Still only one out. 6 runs across, 2 more in scoring position. First one misses away. Peyton walked on 4 pitches to start the inning. Warm-up action in the Rapids bullpen. Straight back and out of play. Yeah, Marshfield's going to be tough. They got a lot of good arms. Obviously, good offense. Right back up the middle. And Simonson's going to flip it over to first for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Jacob Sadowski. He doubled his last time up. Six runs here on 6 hits. Right back to Simonson, and he's going to underhand it to first to retire Sadowska. 11 batters come to the plate. Marshfield scores 6 times on 6 hits. There was an error and 2 left on. We've played 3. New score, Marshfield 6. Wisconsin Rapids nothing. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield, is your local Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. They have it all, including farm tractors and the best-selling and #1 rated in durability and owner experience Kubota compact do-it-all tractors. And don't forget the versatile Kubota RTV utility vehicles, along with Kubota zero-turn mowers for the best lawn care equipment. Get them all at Chili Implement. Chili Implement is open Monday through Saturday. Call us or visit our website at chiliimplement.com.
All right, we go to the 4th here in Marshfield. Owen Hahn will lead things off for Wisconsin Rapids, followed by Brett Simonson and Matthew Vollerch. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. First time through the batting order, Tyler Cumm had 4 strikeouts, gave up a hit. That was a double to Graff, but not many hard hit balls against Tyler. First time through the order. Bounces in there to Owen. His first at-bat of the day came in for Ethan Dillingham in the bottom of the 1st inning. Landon Freeman got tweaked up yesterday in their loss to Plover. Ground ball up the middle. Long, lanky left-hander able to snatch it out of the air on the bounce. And there's one away here in the 4th. That'll bring up Brett Simonson. Flew out to center field to end the 1st inning. And Rapids, a couple of doubleheaders left this week. We'll see how Court handles the pitching. 4 games in 2 days on Thursday and Friday. Merrill on Thursday, and Holman on Friday. The lefty out of the out of the stretch. Hits the corner for a strike, 1-1. No, okay. There's a fly ball to left. Sadowska is there for the second out. That'll bring up Brett Fox. Brett Fox, Joe.
Number 22, Brett Fox. Is he playing right?
I would assume so, yeah. Brett Fox hitting for Matthew Vollert here in this one. And Brett gets hit. Sees one pitch and he gets hit. He'll take his space. Saw that with it was the first baseball game of the year at the Quadplex. It was Pacelli and Pittsville. Corbin Lee came in to hit. And the first pitch that he saw got plunked square in the back. Brett Fox at first now for Justin Tibbetts. Yeah. Ground ball to third. Opportunity here. Nope, he's going to go across the diamond. That is the third out. My apologies. And no runs, no hits, no errors. One left via the hit by pitch. We've played 3.5. It's still 6-0 Marshfield. You're watching American Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life? That's my life story? I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
All right, Landon Jones on the mound. He'll face off here in the bottom of the fourth against Blake Rabb. Reminder, Mondays were made for Mac. Get to Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield for Mac Mondays and try one of their delicious Mac options. There's a whole menu of options at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield, so hurry in and find your new favorite. And then Brett Fox did stay in right field for Matthew Vollert. Blake today has reached on an error and walked, has scored a run in that 6-run third inning. At Stratford Plumbing and Heating, your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation with professional service to Stratford, Marshfield, and the surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts. First offering from Jones is in for a strike. Again, we'll have Marshfield's next 4 games for sure. They host Stevens Point tomorrow, and then they head to Stevens Point on Thursday. Inside corner scoots Blake out of the way, and then they will host Eau Claire on Saturday for a big doubleheader. Could be a possible state tournament matchup, as it was last year. There's a fly ball to center. Josh Bush is in on it. He makes a catch about waist high for the first out. That'll bring up Chase Robinson, had the big hit of the game so far, a 3 RBI triple. Back in the third inning. Thank you to our game day sponsors, Woodfield Inn and Suites, Rems Funeral Home, and J&D Wood Products. Nearly clipped Chase that time. Missed on the inside corner, 1-0. The 1-0. Tried the inside again and missed. 2-0. At the knees. Nope. Missed. 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes. And 4-pitch walk to Chase Robinson here in the fourth. When buying or selling, Brock & Decker Real Estate is the team you need by your side. Brock & Decker has all the tools you need to feel confident in selling or buying. Call Sammy or Sue today or visit them on North Central Avenue at brockanddecker.com and check them out on Facebook. Aiden Cherney reached on an error and popped out to short. Has 2 at-bats today. 5 in a row out of the zone for Landon Jones. Coming in for Brett Simonson. Brett went 3 innings, gave up those 6 runs on 6 hits. Only had a couple of strikeouts. Couple of walks in that 6-run third inning. His defense behind him didn't help much. There's a line drive to left. Tibbetts coming in and making the catch about shoulder high for the second out. Had 3 errors in Brett's 3 innings. That'll bring up Nathan Richardson, the DH. Fielder's choice and an RBI base hit for Nathan tonight. Runner at first is Chase Robinson with 2 outs. First offering home is line to right. Over on it. That one's going to split the defense. It's going to get all the way past Fox and all the way to the warning track. An RBI base hit for Nathan Richardson. And the second triple of the night for the Blue Devils. RBI triple for Nathan Richardson. A tough angle there by Brett Fox out in right field. 7-0 Marshfield. That'll bring up Bryce Shoddy. Bryce had one of the 6 hits in that third inning. Reminder that Next Step Prosthetics provides prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Runner at third and 2 outs. Outside miss, 2-0. Mac Konieczny on deck. Gonna picture perfect night here in Marshfield. Host of the 2026 AAA American Legion State Tournament next summer. Three balls, no strikes here to Bryce Shoddy. 3-1 now to Bryce. Jones fires home and drops low, and a 5-pitch walk to Bryce. Runners at the corners now for Mac Konieczny. A strikeout and a single tonight for Mac. ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids. Get more information at ShedsDelivered.com. Fly ball to left center. Tibbetts comes in. Bush will call him off and make the catch to end the fourth inning. 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left on base. We've played 4 complete. New score, Marshfield 7, Wisconsin Rapids nothing. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedSliver.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
All right, we go to the 5th. Eli Graff to lead things off for Wisconsin Rapids. Tyler Combs still out there. Tyler's pitched well, has given up 1 hit. They're in the top of the 3rd in Atlanta. The NL All-Stars still lead 2-0. Go over some MLB standings here in just a moment. Always fun to check those out, especially at All-Star break time. Toronto Blue Jays up on the New York Yankees. That's as happy as you can be. 2 games up on the Yankees, 3 games up on the Red Sox. Red Sox just a game behind. They had won 10 in a row going into the All-Star break. Or their last 10, they're 10-0. Tampa Bay Rays, 5.5 out, and then one of the most disappointing teams of the year. One of the most disappointing teams of the year, the Baltimore Orioles, 43-52, 11.5 games out of first place. Don't want to write any division off yet, and don't want to crown a champion yet. Wow, there's a line drive to left and foul. But the AL Central's got to be pretty close to being wrapped up. The Detroit Tigers 59-38, 11.5 games up on the Twins, 12 games up on the Royals and Guardians, and then 27 up on the White Sox. And that one hits Eli Graff. So Eli has been the only base runner for Wisconsin Rapids tonight. He doubled, and now it's been hit by a pitch. And now Adam Bouchard, who grounded out to short. That one drops in there for a strike. 0-1 to Bouchard. Runner at first and nobody out. Tyler Combs sets back. Ground ball, chopper to Rabb at short. Tough play across and in time. Nice play by Blake Rabb to retire Bouchard. And there's one away. Jared Seligowski now. You know, no matter what happens with the Brewers at this time. First one to Jared, misses high. Two of the Tigers' 38 losses did come to the Milwaukee Brewers back in, March, April? But 2 of the 38. But at one point, one of the Rockies' 9 wins also came against the Brewers. So that was, they do now. There's a strike to Seligowski. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. The 2-1, there's a strike and bounces away from Konechny. A pass ball. Runner at third now and 1 out. The Astros 5 games up on the Mariners, 8.5 on the Rangers, 9 up on the Angels, and 16 up on the Sacramento Athletics. Yeah, the 2-2 into the screen. The Athletics owner just bought a $30 million house in the same neighborhood that Mark Davis lives in. So, and the owner of the Raiders and the owner of the Golden Knights, whoever that is. Fly ball out of play. One of the, obviously the richest part of Las Vegas, $30 million house. I mean, it's just.
That'd be a great party to go to.
Yeah.
I want to go trick-or-treating, man.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Seligowski. Outside miss. Count runs full now to Jarrett. Josh Bush on deck. Tyler Cum kicks and fires. There's a blooper to second, caught by Cherney. Nice play over there by Aiden Cherney. And there's 2 away now for Josh Bush. Heading over to the NL, the Phillies are up a half game on the Mets, 10.5 on the Marlins, 12.5 on the Braves, and 17 up on the Nationals. Team the Brewers just swept. Chicago Cubs 57-39. They're a game up on the Milwaukee Brewers. 6.5 up on the Cardinals, 7.5 up on the Reds, and the Pirates are 18.5 games out of first place. Paul Skeens has the best ERA in baseball and has 4 wins. Inside corner and missed. Two balls, no strikes to Josh Bush. We play here in the top of the 5th, 7-0 Marshfield. 3-0 to Josh. Top of the order, and J.J. Oswald on deck. Tyler Cum kicks, fires. There's a high strike, 3-1. The NL West, the last division, the Dodgers 58-39. The craziest thing about that, they're 3-7 in the last 10 games. They had a 7-game losing streak in there. And they're still 5.5 games up on the Padres. There's a 2-out walk to Josh Bush. Now there's runners at the corners for J.J. Oswald. 5.5 up on the Padres, 6 up on the Giants, 11 up on the Diamondbacks, and 35.5 up on the Colorado Rockies. Colorado. Yeah. Colorado 22-74. My goodness. Oswald fouls that one back. They got 10 wins at home, 12 wins on the road to the Rockies. No balls and a strike. Runners at the corners, 2 outs for JJ. Tyler Cum kicks and fires. There's a strike in the outside corner. 0-2. The 0-2 coming back. Ground ball to first, and that should do it here in the 5th. On a 3 unassisted. We've played 4.5. 7-0 Marshfield. You're watching American Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Join the Gross family of satisfied customers at Gross Buick in Marshfield. Come see their large selection of cars, trucks and SUVs on the Marshfield lot. Or find it at grossauto.com, and we'll have it delivered to Marshfield for your convenience. You'll love their people and state-of-the-art service department, where service guests get a free courtesy car. Top it all off with the Gross lifetime engine warranty on most vehicles. Gross Buick of Marshfield.
Taqueria Monarca is now open at the Marshfield Mall. Experience the bold and fresh flavors of Mexico in Marshfield at Taqueria Monarca. Delicious tacos, burritos, quesadillas, bowls, and drinks. Kick things up a notch with the fresh salsa bar. Taqueria Monarca is fast, casual, and delicious.
We are ready to serve you the bold, fresh flavors from Mexico. Welcome to Taqueria Monarca.
All right, Bryce Erickson to lead things off here in the home half of the fifth inning. Reminder that Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. Bryce today, strikeout and a 2 RBI base hit. That was the line drive past third. Checked his swing in there for a strike anyway. Appreciate everyone tuning in tonight here on Zaleski Sports. A couple of games tomorrow for you. On low for a strike, 0-2. Wausau and Merrill, they're tied at 1 up at Athletic Park in the first inning. Just missed a bit inside, and it's 1-2. Stevens Point leads Everest 1-0. They're in the top of the fifth. And got him looking, a late strike 3 call, and there's one away here in the fifth. Stevens Point, of course, will be hosting the state tournament this year, so they are an automatic bid into the state tournament. So they will have a clear path. There's pop bunt, and foul straight back. Last year, Wisconsin Rapids had an automatic bid, and then they went on to win the regional over Marshfield. Marshfield got into the state tournament last year, even though they took second in the regional, because Rapids got the automatic bid. Eau Claire were state champions last year. The 0-2. A lot of controversy on the last day of that state tournament last year. Get into that maybe momentarily here, but because of all that, because of all the controversy that happened, Eau Claire going into that final day were the automatic state champions. Line drive past third and an error by Coach Metz over there. So there's a Milwaukee team that made it last year, and there was a lot of miscommunication with eligible players and ineligible players, and once they got to championship Saturday, that Milwaukee team was in. They were ineligible to play to win a state championship, and there's a back-to-back strikeouts looking. So then it was just a matter of how things were going to go. Eau Claire needed a comeback win to even win that state championship game. They did beat that Milwaukee team, and because of all the stuff that happened, De Pere and Wisconsin Rapids flipped a coin to see who was going to join Eau Claire in the national tournament. And we'll see how all that pans out. Milwaukee is in Region 6, I believe. You can check them all out. Legion Baseball Wisconsin And got all the regional pairings up, and you can take a look at them. There's a fly ball to right. Bad read by Fox. He didn't see the ball. This is trouble. Sadowski with speed. We'll see how fast Jacob can go. The ball is on the warning track. They're going to hold Sadowski at third for the third triple of the day for Marshfield. Now to bring up Blake Rabb. He flew out to center field back in the fourth. BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop 2 convenient Central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or online at bigbeardown.com. That's off the glove of Bouchard. One ball and no strikes here for Rabb. Sadowski at third after the 2-out triple. The 1-0. This is away, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Blake. Missed inside, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. And a 4-pitch walk to Blake. That'll bring up Chase Robinson. 1 for 2 today. Couple of runs scored, a fly out to left, a 3 RBI triple, and a walk. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. Fouled off of Chase. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. Blake Rabb at first with 2 outs. Sadowski at third. Chopper to third. Across and over the head. Robinson takes a dig at first. The error by Seligowski. Robinson will reach on the air and throw. Tried to go back and tag Jacob Sadowski. He was trying to make a dive back to third. He was safe at third, and then he tried to throw across, and an errant throw over there. Runners at the corners still, and 2 outs. A run across in the air. Aiden Cherney reached on an air, flat or a pop out and a fly out. Misses a tad bit high, and it's 1-0. And Marshfield with 4 games left in the regular season. 2 against Stevens Point and a big doubleheader on Saturday against Eau Claire. Marshfield 20-3 on the year. One of those losses just came to Eau Claire over the weekend. There's a swing and a miss. One and 2 to Cherney. Inside, missed by a hair, and it's 2-2. Deuces are wild here in the bottom of the 5th. 8-0 Marshfield. A big 6-run third inning. The 2-2 to Cherney. Fly ball to left. It is slicing, and it is just foul. And Cherney will have another opportunity. Cherney, one of the graduate returners for Marshfield this year. An Auburndale Eagle alumni, or alumnus, an alum. We'll just say that. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Cherney goes down to end the fifth inning. 1 run on a hit. There was an error and 2 left on. We've played 5, 8-0 Marshfield. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Nathan Richardson, the new pitcher for Marshfield, as Tyler Cum, outstanding performance today. 5 innings, no runs, 1 hit. He struck out 4, hit a couple of batters, only had 1 walk. An outstanding night for Tyler Cum on the mound for the Post 54 Blue Devils. Owen Hahn will lead things off. He grounded back to Tyler back in the 4th inning. And a picture-perfect night here in central Wisconsin. Northern Wisconsin, not so much. North of Phillips and Park Falls, tornado warnings up there. Glidden and yeah, some nasty weather up north tonight. Phillips about to get hit again. The 1-1 nearly clips Owen Hahn. So prayers up to the, or thoughts up to the people up in Phillips tonight and the Northwoods. Some nasty, nasty weather up there tonight. North of Hayward, they got a couple of flash flood warnings. They had a couple of tornado warnings earlier. The 1-2. And that one hits Owen. 3rd hit by pitch tonight for Rapids batters. That'll bring up Landon Jones. Landon hitting for Brett Simonson, playing for Brett Simonson. Richardson's first offering, high chopper to second. Cherney will go to first and retire Landon Jones. Owen Hahn will reach second, and that'll bring up Brett Fox. And unfortunate chance of some precipitation tomorrow. We'll keep an eye on that for our games tomorrow. What that might mean for Stevens Point and Marshfield then. They might have to double up on Thursday at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. But we'll keep an eye on that one, We'll keep an eye on all those tomorrow. There's a strike to Fox, and it's 1-2. Thursday looks more plausible. There's a swing and a miss. That's Ron Board. There are 2 outs now. Ron Board will hit for Justin Tibbetts. Nothing Marshfield. Board right back up the middle. Backhanded by Cherney. Tough play across and in time. Wow, Aiden Cherney flashing the leather to end the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on via the hit by pitch. Played 5.5. Still 8-0 Marshfield. You're watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Whether you need deep sleep, beauty sleep, or just need to sleep it off, Mall Furniture has a huge selection of double-sided comfort sleep mattresses. When it's time for a double, it's no trouble. You'll flip over our great prices. There's 2 great sides to this mattress story, and they're made right here in Wisconsin. It's double-sided or nothing.
Get your perfect comfort sleep mattress from Mall Furniture and Mattress.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
All right, Nathan Richardson to lead things off. Here in the home half of the 6th inning. Don't forget, stick around for an Ace of Larry post-game show. Truck down to the field quick and finish up our evening here at beautiful Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield tonight. Kind of asked for a much better evening here in North Wood County. Line drive to left. And a leadoff base hit for Richardson. That'll bring up Bryce Shoddy. Can appreciate you all tuning in tonight here on Zaleski Sports Team. My name is Braden Sutter here at Jack Hackman Field. Shoddy into right field, back-to-back hits. The bat's staying alive here for Marshfield. Now Matt Konechny, 1 for 3 tonight. Strikeout, single to flyout tonight for Mac. First offering to Mac, fouls it at the plate, and there's 0-1. Bryce Erickson on deck for the Blue Devils. After the win earlier today in the resumption of the first game, Marshfield 20-3. Another hit for Marshfield. And they're going to send the runner from second, Richardson. And Marshfield adds another one. Konechny, his second hit of the night. First RBI. And Dawson Luther will come in and run for Mac. The game-ending run, 180 feet away here for this one. Bryce tonight, couple of strikeouts and a 2 RBI single. There's a fly ball to left center, and that should do it. The runner from second, Shoddy, and the Marshfield Blue Devils will win this one here tonight, 10-3. 2-0. Erickson, the RBI base hit to win it. Marshfield scores twice. Here in the 6th, it is 10-0 Blue Devils. And the Marshfield Blue Devils improved to 21-3 on the year. We'll be back with Chase Robinson in our Zaleski Sports Nasonville area post-game show. We'll be back after this. You've been watching American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Good. All right, welcome back to Jack Hackman Field here in Marshfield as the Blue Devils pick up a couple of big wins tonight over Wisconsin Rapids. Chase Robinson and Tyler Cum here are Zaleski Sports players of the game. Chase, just talk about that third inning, able to get 6 against Brett Simonson, had a 3 RBI triple. Just talk about what you guys were able to do against Brett.
Yeah, Simonson's a great pitcher. I mean, played with him in the All-Star game, throw strikes, and tonight our philosophy was just go attack him, and that's what we did. So.
A couple of big innings today. Obviously, you had to resume the first game and get that over with. But what did you guys see at the plate after a very successful weekend in Eau Claire? You guys just kept on rolling.
Yeah, I saw great pitching over there. Like I said earlier, Simonson came in, throwing strikes. Yeah, just attack them like we have been. I mean, we're great. Yeah, we're a great team. We've been putting the ball in play recently. So, yeah, just keep doing that.
Perfect. All right, don't go too far. We'll bring in Tyler here. You guys switch spots. Tyler, only one hit tonight in your outing. What was working for you on the mound?
Fastball, splitter, curveball, just kind of working everything around, make sure get strikes on batters, get ahead in counts. Just going to stay ahead, work ahead, get guys strikeouts. And I had a great defense working behind me.
Yeah, just talk about how confident or how much confidence that gives you on the mound. Not just the defense behind you, but your offense putting up 6 runs and helping you out.
Yeah, definitely. Those insurance runs really help there in the downstretch, and then you kind of just go out there and do your thing. And then especially those guys making plays behind you really gives you confidence to go out there and just shove.
All right, put you guys in the house, all right?
Sweet.
Give you this. Back out of the way.
You want to start? No, you got it.
I'm Chase Robinson.
I'm Tyler Culm.
And we're in the house.
Thank you, guys. All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here from Jack Hackman Field. Marshfield back in action tomorrow against Stevens Point here. That we'll keep an eye on that forecast for you. Wisconsin Rapids back in action on Thursday. Doubleheader against Merrill at the Quadplex. For Braden Sutter, this is Steve signing off from Jack Hackman Field. Once again, Marshfield wins Game 2 10-0, improved to 21-3 on the season. Hope you have a great rest of your night. We'll talk to you again on Thursday right here on Zaleski Sports.